10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, I get to speak to someone I've already spoken to before. We've spoken to her about a couple of singles off her upcoming EP. Well, she just brought out a brand new single called Here Comes the Night off her upcoming EP, which we're going to talk about in depth today. Dax Chats to Hannah Francis again. How are you, Hannah?
Hello, thank you so much for having me again. It's great to be back. I love the
Yes.
backdrop. We talked about it, but I love it.
Thank you very much, and I love having you back. Now, you have a brand new EP ready to come out on the 16th of October, and it's called Silver Leaves. First of all, talk us through why the name Silver Leaves.
Okay, well, Silver Leaves is a street name at Phillip Island, and it's a street that I grew up on. Oh, sorry, it's a street that I grew up on, and it's just filled with memories. And there is a particular beach in Silver Leaves that I wrote some of my songs at. That's including Ocean Baby. I had inspiration for Wolf. That's where I actually did my music video at Silver Leaves Beach. So there's a lot of interconnecting things in the EP that is the reason why I called it Silver Leaves.
Fair enough. Great. So we're going to go track by track. Now, the first track is the brand new single. It's called Here Comes the Rain. Talk us through that track.
So that track is about taking the power back from something that made you feel powerless. And I kind of usually I'm very open about talking about my songs, but for this one I really want to give it to the listener so that they can interpret it in whatever way that they want to, because I feel like sometimes if you explain things detail for detail, it might change the way someone has connected to the song. So it's meant to be a healing song rather than something that's maybe triggering for people. It's meant to be like a healing thing about finding strength through it all. Yeah.
So it's very personal to you, but you don't want to let that affect what other people might see in the song.
Definitely. Yeah.
Very true. Very good. Now, as I just said to you off screen, I did comment on the release day. I did post something on the Country Thunder Network Facebook page about this track, and I did say that your third single, Here Comes the Rain, will have you mesmerized as her cleverly crafted lyrics and expressionist style vocals sit on a bed of rhythmic wonderment. That, to me, is exactly how the song sits.
And you just said it so beautifully. I was so thankful and grateful for how that song even made you feel to be able to say that. So thank you so much. Thanks.
No problem. So the second track, now we're going to do track by track. The second track is, of course, called Ocean Baby. Now, talk us through that track.
Well, Ocean Baby is, you know what, this one's pretty straightforward. There's no hidden meaning in any of the lyrics. It's very straightforward that I'm an ocean baby. And, because I had a holiday house in Phillip Islands. It was my grandparents. And, being in that atmosphere all the time just made me feel so at home and so at peace, being at the beach, and I just wanted to create a song about it, and it is what it is, really.
It's a beautiful song. Also, I've actually had a chance to listen to the whole EP, so I've got the scoop. Yay!
It's you, VIP access. I love it.
Yes, thank you very much. So yeah, that is another beautiful song, and the vocals. I said to you off screen, the vocals are ethereal in that track. That is just so beautiful.
Wow, these are like the compliments. I don't know what to do with them. They're so nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel with that song, actually, I didn't really think I did think really hard for the chorus. Usually with the choruses, it just kind of comes out. But with Ocean Baby, whew, I had to trial a lot of different things. And it happened in the car, actually. I found that chorus when I was just singing in the car on the way home from somewhere. So I was like, well, that's
Cool.
the one.
That's it. Now, the first single that came off the EP was, of course, Wolf, which is the third track on the EP. So, again, we've done this before, but talk us through Wolf.
Yeah, well, Wolf. So I feel like we've all felt betrayal before. We've all felt that feeling. And if you haven't, I guess you're lucky. But if you have, then that is what this song is, the essence of this song. It's about processing those feelings of being betrayed by someone that you're close to. And yeah, it's a bit of a bitter song, but it's kind of, I have to say in the bridge, I say that I let it all slide to keep the peace. So what does that say about me? So I think it's also self-awareness of, well, you need to be the one to cut the ties if you feel betrayed through something.
Right. Yep, that's right. Cool. And then we had the second single off the EP, which was called That Night. We'll talk about that night.
What about that night when that night happened on that night? So that night is it's a breakup song, and it's about, well, we did discuss this, that it was about a relationship that ended, not a long-term, a relationship.
It was a relationship that went for a specific period of time.
just a time frame of a time. And so then and it was just about that night when it happened. And I feel like, do I want to go into details? I don't know, because it's just about whether or not you're thinking with your heart or your head, and I just thought with my head instead of my heart. But it does have a happy ending, because we're back together. So that, yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Crazy how
that night, everything went bad, but it all came back in the end.
It's a story and a half how that all happened, but I feel like we'd be here for 2 hours. It's a juicy story.
I've got all day. Spill it.
I'll tell you after the recording. That's fine.
No worries. So that is that night, and then we have the final single. Again, this one was stripped back. Musically, it was just pretty much an acoustic guitar. Again, it's beautiful, and other people haven't heard this yet. So I've been lucky. This is called Thoughts So Loud. Can you talk to us through about Thoughts So Loud?
Yeah. I've actually never verbalized what that song means to me. If that I don't know. I just went into the studio and I briefly spoke about it. But it's about confiding in someone when things get a little bit too much up in here. So that's why it's like my thoughts were so loud, but now you're here to clear them out. So it's about having that person to lean on. And I think that's really important, especially in this day and age when, with mental health and especially during this time. So it's really important to be confiding in people that you feel you can.
Yeah, it's been a difficult ride for you, especially for you guys in Victoria. Now, you're still in lockdown right now. It did get extended. That was not nice. But the numbers are coming down in Victoria, and there might be an end in sight.
Yeah, that is that. I'm an optimistic person, so I'm very. I don't know. I just see a bright. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's how I see it. Yeah.
I'd like to be. I like this. I like this. I can't remember who said it. Oh, it was Gareth Leach. Gareth Leach said it to me the other day. He said he's pessimistically optimistic.
How can you even pessimistically optimistic?
Because in this day and age you just don't know. You can't really be optimistic because you just don't know. So there's the pessimism.
That's true, actually. You don't know what you're being optimistic about, but it's there.
I want to see a light at the end of the tunnel, but the way the government's treating us, we just don't know.
Don't know where the light is yet, but we'll try and navigate it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So, how's it been for you? Again, you've been locked down for what, 7 weeks? Still got 2 to go. How you dealing with it? I mean, you've been pretty much locked away since March. It's sort of eased up a little bit, and then it went back down. So, lockdown 2.0, of course, was a lot stricter. With you're only allowed out 1 hour a day for exercise.
It sounds so weird when you say it out loud.
It really does sound like you're in prison, and that's your yard time.
Yard time. It is a bit like that. It's so weird though, because when you verbalize it, you realize how insane this all is. But when you're living, things days just roll into one another. So when you said we've been in lockdown for 7 weeks, I went, 7 weeks? I didn't even know what week we were in. So I nice that someone said it. That's so funny. Like at work, I've had people say, oh, the only reason why I know it's Thursday is because of Seniors Day. That's how I know, because we have Seniors Day at the grocery store. So that's how people line up their week, is because they only have, as long as you grab onto something, you can still have a sense of reality.
That is true. Now, I've had a lot of artists, one artist in particular the other day would talk to me, and I said, what is in the future? What do you see coming for yourself? And I could ask you the same question. And this artist said, well, hopefully by Tamworth time. And she had to rethink it because it was like, there's no Tamworth time this year. It's like, but that's just the mentality for country artists in Australia, is that month of January, it's not January, it's Tamworth time. It's where we start the whole ball rolling for the next year of country music. So that's been a big shame too.
Definitely. It would be. My heart goes out to all the artists that were really looking forward to going to Tamworth as well, because I really do feel sorry for, I really feel for a lot of artists who were bringing out albums this year who are very established artists, because it's like you've put a lot of money into this, and I'm not trying to look at just from a creative perspective, but just from a living financial perspective. So I really do as artists as well. So it's not been easy.
It's not been easy for anybody. I could say it's been easy for me, but I tell you, it hasn't. Yes. Being locked down in China in January, because we had it 2 months before Australia, it was, it played with your head. It really did. Like exactly what you were saying. Like not knowing what day it was, and just days and weeks rolling into each other, and if it wasn't for me setting up this, the Country Thunder Network, Dax Chats, I would have
Mhm.
gone completely insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Um, so
Yeah.
so luckily I found an out that kept me going and made me realize which day it was.
And that's important. It's really
It's
important to have
it's
those
it's
grounding
it's
things
a
that,
it's a Thursday today, and I have a Dax Chats with Hannah
yeah,
Francis. That's how I know.
that's how you know. That's so odd. Well, it's nice that you've had that grounding, but it's also hard to have that, to keep up that motivation. I feel like, it would be hard on your end to be able to to feel motivated to even be on camera. So I feel,
Yep.
thank you so much for keeping on Dax Chats and Country Thunder Network. We're so thankful. Thank you.
This is episode 63 since we started.
63. I'm gonna mark that as a big one. I don't know why. I'm just gonna 63. That's huge. Done.
That
How much
is that is there. So we started at the pretty much the end of June with Michelle Gardner, and we've run through episode 60 was premiered yesterday with Melody Moko, and today 61 with Will Day. Tomorrow 62 with Courtney Kyle, and then on Saturday 63 with you.
That's amazing that you've done that in 63 episodes in what, 3 months.
Yep, absolutely. And
Amazing.
almost and there were some days where I would do 3 interviews a day. Like some days I didn't do any interviews. Some days I was doing 3 interviews a day. It's been huge, and we
Yeah.
hope to keep it going. We
Yeah.
hope to keep it going.
Hope. See, that'd be good. That'd be optimism in you.
Yes, of course. You've got to be optimistic about this because
Yeah.
it's done so well. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to you. Stop talking about me.
No, it's okay. It's good to, have a dialogue instead of it just all being about me, It's
Well,
nice.
that's true. That is true. And I do love talking to you because it is so easy to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. And likewise, you're great. No wonder you've
Thank
done 63 episodes and kept going, because you're obviously doing something right and bringing people back.
Yep. We did try to bring somebody back the other day, but we had connectivity issues. So you are now the first person to be back for but it was supposed to be, it was somebody else, but it just didn't work that way.
No,
So,
I'm still going to
but
take a place. All right. That's right.
so the EP Silver Leaves comes out on the 16th of October. How can people get a hold of it?
Well, I am going to be setting up a pre-order for people to pre-order the EP, and that can be shipped out to them. I'm also going to be on Bandcamp, where you can purchase the CD off there as well if you don't want to pre-order. And it's also going to be on all platforms. So if you love streaming, that's fine. But hey, if you want to buy it and have a lovely hard copy, no worries. I've got you covered there as well.
Now, I have been looking for a website. Do you have a website yet?
I do not have a website. I don't know. I was teeing up with a friend of mine on whether or not to create one, but I thought, seeing as though I've got Bandcamp, I thought I can deal with that for now. But looking at the fact that we will be online for a lot longer, I'm thinking, oh, a website might do Hannah Francis some good. So definitely I'm looking.
And it can also tell more about your story. So, like, you can have your bio up there. You can have your online store. You can have videos up there. So everything can be in one place, where people can go and purchase merchandise. You can start thinking about merchandise and all that stuff.
That's in the work. That is definitely in the work.
So we're looking for a hannahfrancis.com.au very shortly.
Very shortly, I've got some connections. We'll make it work. Us and do it.
Excellent, excellent. So what is in the pipeline with Hannah Francis moving on from the EP? What do you see happening for you next year, 2021?
Ooh, 2021. Well, hopefully by, I'm going to guess, March, there will be some music venues that might start opening up. And I would be very inclined to do an EP release and actually have a opportunity to showcase the songs live, because Melbourne, we love live music, so why not?
It is a good scene down there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's why I feel like a lot of, Victorians are a bit deprived in that sense, because it was always so lively. So hopefully March or something like that. I'm just guessing with that, but hopefully it comes back in 2021. I'm already writing new music already. So who knows? I would love to release another EP in 2021. That could be done. So very motivated.
Cool, excellent. So lots in store for Hannah Francis. So we're looking out for that. Well, darling, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me yet again, and I'm sure we'll be doing it again very soon.
Definitely.
Feels like I only spoke to you last week.
I know. Well, I don't even know what day it is, so it probably is last week.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and until next time that we do speak, I wish you all the luck with the EP.
Thank you very much, and thanks so much for having me. See you later.
No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Hannah Francis. Her brand new EP is coming out on the 16th of October. Pre-order will be available very soon. And her brand new single, Here Comes the Rain, is available on all your digital streaming platforms, or you can download it from iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and all that stuff. Or you can listen to it on the Country Thunder Network. Just go to our website, countrythunder.com.au, and you can request the song straight from the player, as well as Wolf and That Night. And you can also vote for her in the Country Thunder 20. The voting form is at the top of our webpage. Until next time, this is DJ Dax signing out for Dax Chats, and we're proudly supported by Neon Horse in Stanhope, Victoria. Bye for now.